it's that time again. I can't resist. I was like, I've been doing enough of these. Maybe I'll just take the day off, but I can't. I can't stop allowing Jesus to speak to us. Because when I do this speaks as much to me as it does to some of you. And some of you may not get it at all, but that's okay. You'll get it eventually. Oh yeah, baby. Just like that. Interesting thing happened overnight. There's this guy named Tim Freak, F-R-E-K-E. He's a famous author of about, I think, 36 books. But he started to change his philosophy. He used to be a non-dualist, which is kind of a consciousness philosophy where everything is one and the self doesn't exist. That's why it's non-dual. It's not the body and the spirit, or the flesh and the spirit, or earth and heaven, that dualistic way of thinking. It's all, everything is one. So he dispensed with all that, which I thought, okay, that's good. And I've been listening to him. And, you know, a lot of what he's saying is aligning with my Christian beliefs. Because in Christianity, there's an aspect of it that is absolutely dualistic. You know, good and evil, for instance, and humanity and divinity, and it goes on and on. But there's also an aspect of God being paradoxical. There's also an aspect of it that is non-dual. So yeah, baby, we do it all. In Jesus, it all comes together. So anyway, I've been responding to his videos, and he's lovely enough to respond to practically everything I post, whether saying he liked it or whatever. But his most recent one is he challenged me and he says he likes my idea of God being an intimate lover. And I just get that from the bridegroom and bride image from the Bible, as well as in nature itself. Seed and fertile soil together under the right conditions produces fruit in the cycle of growth. So to me, God creates the world that way, then that must also reflect our spiritual nature, because he's pretty consistent in his creation. But that's the piece that Tim is telling me he thinks I should abandon. I should abandon the idea that God is a creator. And I'm thinking, are you out of your mind? So I just responded back and I said, baby, I am locked in. There's no way. There is no way I am changing my belief that I am a creation of God. Oh my goodness. So I just thought that was interesting. I thought I'd share that with you. And just as far as what's the lesson there, the lesson is we can find a lot of commonality with what our experience is and how God is revealing himself to us currently in the spirit and bringing meaning to some of our haphazard circumstances and troubled lives. But it doesn't mean, you know, we just fall into some established order by someone like this guy, Tim Freak, just because he's recommending it to me. It's like, no. Just because you don't believe God is the creator doesn't mean that's something I'm even going to consider. I mean, please. some things is, I guess that's what I'm saying, is that some things are just beyond criticism. And to me, that is the things that are beyond criticism are the things I teach you. The stuff I've been teaching you, I think, are beyond criticism. And I mean, you can criticize it if you want, of course, but for me, the reason why I embrace them is because I find them to be irrefutable. God, Creator, Jesus as our mediator to get to God, the Spirit in us, giving us the means to bring divinity into the earth. Those things to me are irrefutable. And the joy I'm having recently is I really feel like God is opening me up to more and more appreciation of other belief systems, to the point where I'm feeling blessed in my spirit that I'm not judging them as evil or different, but that I feel like I'm being given God's mind and heart about them so that I love them. And I'm thankful for the life that they've been sowing, and that even though I'm of a different perspective and orientation, I can still receive in some ways some of what they're saying, especially when it aligns with what I believe God is giving me as priority items. Oh yeah, baby. One of the things I said to Tim was, you know, I respect a lot of different perspectives, especially if they're delivered with humility and kindness. And that the second I hear arrogance or impatience, I'm not interested. Change channel, potentially block channel, because if you're delivering the truth, it should be measurable as loving, kind, patient, thoughtful, creative, humble. Yeah, baby. Because if it's not, what is it? I don't. It doesn't matter if what you're saying sounds good or could be useful. No. Because if we're drawing from the right well and it's a good source and it's an eternal source, then that is going to continue to reproduce good fruit. Oh yeah, baby. So yeah, you'll know them by their fruits. In fact, a lot of people have said that to me here on my channel, because some of what I do and say is controversial, because, you know, they're coming from a place where everything is prescribed and they've already decided anything in the Bible is perfect, and they totally miss the point that their interpretation of the Bible is just one interpretation when there are millions. That piece goes right over their head. But yeah, people have challenged me because I'm saying something different than their interpretation of the Bible. And then they say, you'll know, and to defend themselves in their fact that they're saying no to me, they defend that position by saying, we'll know them by their fruits. Those aren't fruits, honey. Fruits are what I just explained to you. Humility, joy, peace, love, contentment, perseverance, power, anointing. Those are fruits. The fact that I'm saying something that's unfamiliar to you, that's not a fruit, honey. So get your facts straight, sweethearts, and just get into what God is doing right now. And what is he doing? Even without knowing who you are, I'll tell you what he's doing. He's drawing you into a relationship with him that is precious and unique for the two of you. And the more you respond to him with respect, that that's his main priority, the more you're going to get your answers to your questions and resolutions to your problems. Oh, yeah.